On August 2, 1985, Delta Airlines Flight 191, a Lockheed L-1011 TriStar traveling from Fort Lauderdale to Los Angeles with a scheduled stop in Dallas, Fort Worth, crashed while attempting to land at Dallas, Fort Worth International Airport, killing 137 people, including one person on the ground, in one of the most consequential aviation disasters in U.S. history. As the aircraft began its descent toward DFW, weather conditions around the airport were deteriorating, with thunderstorms forming nearby, though they did not initially appear severe enough to halt landing operations. Unaware of the invisible danger ahead, the flight crew continued their approach toward runway 17L, flying directly into a powerful microburst, a violent and localized downdraft associated with thunderstorms that was poorly understood by the aviation industry at the time. As the aircraft entered the microburst, it first encountered a sudden headwind that increased airspeed, followed by an abrupt and severe tailwind that caused a rapid loss of lift and altitude. Despite the pilot's attempts to increase engine power and pull the aircraft upward, the downdraft forced the L-1011 into an uncontrollable descent. The plane struck the ground short of the runway, slammed into a water tank and airport structures, and burst into flames, leaving little chance for survival. Investigators from the National Transportation Safety Board, NTSB, concluded that the crash was caused not by pilot error or mechanical failure, but by wind shear induced by a microburst, a phenomenon that at the time lacked adequate detection technology and standardized pilot training. The flight crew had limited warning and virtually no escape margin once the aircraft entered the microburst at low altitude. The aftermath of Flight 191 marked a turning point in aviation safety. The tragedy prompted an industry-wide transformation in how weather hazards were understood, detected, and managed. The FAA accelerated the development and deployment of ground-based wind shear detection systems, including Doppler weather radar at major airports, and later mandated onboard predictive wind shear warning systems for commercial aircraft. Pilot training programs were overhauled to include detailed instruction on recognizing and escaping microbursts, and air traffic control procedures were revised to delay or divert landings when convective weather posed even a potential threat. Delta Airlines, along with other carriers, revised operational policies to give pilots greater authority to reject landings without penalty when weather conditions appeared unsafe. The crash also reshaped meteorological research, leading scientists to better understand microbursts and their devastating effects on aircraft during takeoff and landing. For the families of the victims, the loss was sudden and devastating, but their advocacy helped ensure that the lessons of Flight 191 were not forgotten. Today, Delta Airlines Flight 191 is remembered as a defining moment in aviation history, a tragedy that exposed a hidden atmospheric danger and forced the aviation world to confront the limits of existing technology and procedures. The safety systems and training that emerged from this disaster have since saved countless lives, making Flight 191 a somber reminder that progress in aviation safety is often written in the aftermath of profound loss, and that understanding the forces of nature is as critical to flight safety as engineering and human skill.